But we're also watching out for a powerful line of storms that's set to bring some severe weather across the central and southern plains. It's a broad zone from St. Louis to San Antonio that are expecting between 1 to 3 inches of rain. But we could see a narrow zone that gets closer to 5 inches of rain. So this is providing a threat for some flash flooding as a possibility here. Where the rain's at currently, you can see it's just hanging out over in West Texas. We've had this cutoff low that was lingering and bringing this intense moisture plume to spots into Arizona, eventually through New Mexico, and that's going to subtly shift off towards the east. Now, over the weekend, the models were hinting at a bigger severe weather chance here because this trough was supposed to be even more pronounced. But right now, it's less amplified, which means that it's not adding as much lift into the atmosphere, and the instability is there, but it's not to an extenuated magnitude to where we would expect to see a widespread severe weather outbreak or any big event. At this point, we're just talking about some isolated hail. But I was reading, Craig, the National Weather Service discussion out of Dallas, and they're not ruling out an isolated tornado within a supercell that can be persistent. So just something to keep in mind, although hail is the primary threat today.
That's a really interesting point, because I did see even places like Del Rio where you got the chance for a tornado. This is Dallas will be removed from that, but that's a good point, especially with the cold air aloft, and there's some storm energy, just enough of it. Southwesterly flow as well. So not only do you have that threat, but you have the chance for training storms, I think, and flooding. It could be an issue tonight. The chance for hail is also there. The cold air is aloft, and then you get those supercells that start to develop. And look at where all of the hail potential is, portions of West Texas, but hey, really major cities included with this. Abilene, Dallas. There's the severe storm threat, and I do worry, Haley, about the flooding tonight, because it's an overnight event. You got to make sure you're ready to get notifications. 2 of them, if possible. This does include hill country. This includes Del Rio, where we could have some storms training coming off of the mountains of Mexico, and they bubble up, and all of that energy extends all the way into portions of Oklahoma as well.
Right. And, you know, the movement of this area of low pressure and its cold front, it's not a quick due east like we're tracking with the storm that's currently lingering over the northeast. It's moving slowly towards the northeast. And so that's creating this cold front trailing behind, leading to multiple days of rain. And so right now it's really going to be West Texas and heading into the hill country, like you mentioned. But the I-35 corridor is going to be locked in place with the chance for some heavy rain today, tomorrow. Not so much going into Friday, but still 2 days with rainfall rates close to an inch, 2 inches per hour in some instances.
Look at that, especially that southerly flow banking into that southwesterly flow. It doesn't change a whole lot as far as the storms popping up at the same location. It's not till late Thursday that it starts to pick up some of the speed. But really, that storm threat Thursday into Friday morning, now you can see that level 2 that goes all the way up into portions of Arkansas, including Little Rock. So I think that we got to watch this one.
Yeah, definitely. Really, for the Lone Star State, that's the big zone today. Tomorrow, we focus on Arkansas, and then going into Friday, a little further towards the Mississippi River Valley.